Most of the time when I'm talking about enabling and leading change, we're exploring planned changes. Those changes that you as a leader recognize and decide that your organization needs to adopt. But what about those unexpected and unplanned changes that require your organization to respond and can often leave little time for planning? How do you build the readiness and prevent unnecessary stress and discomfort that can come when we're surprised with an unexpected or unplanned event? Learning to navigate and build capacity to handle the unexpected changes will make a difference in your organization. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that help you navigate the uncertainty and discomfort of unexpected change in your organization. Before I share the 3 actions that will help you navigate unplanned or unexpected change, it's helpful to differentiate between expected and unexpected. I know that probably seems obvious. Expected or planned changes are those events that are, as the name suggests, expected or planned. This means that a decision was made to make or implement that event in your organization. For example, based on your strategic plan, you decide to implement a new customer service model. Or to achieve your growth strategy, you decide to reorganize key departments within your organization. Of course, what happens with those plan changes will depend on your approach and what you do to lead and support your team through those changes. And we're most of the time talking about those kinds of changes. But unexpected change is just that, unexpected. They're not anticipated. For example, the sudden need for your entire staff to work from home. Or a key employee has her baby a month early before you've trained her replacement. Regardless of the event, these unexpected changes can leave us feeling unprepared and they can kind of throw us off balance. So learning to navigate and rebalance quickly will help your organization build its long-term capability with change and reduce the fear and disruption that can come with change and to your operation. One thing to consider when we're talking about unexpected and unexpected organizational change is to remember that sometimes a plan change for you as a leader may, depending on how it's introduced, be received by your team as an unexpected or planned change. You may have been working for weeks or months on an anticipated change, but because of the way it's introduced, it's received, and the response that you get to it is as if it was unexpected and kind of sideswiped people. Applying the law of change when you're introducing a change, whether it is expected or an unexpected change, will help. And particularly for those planned changes so that they're not received as unexpected. I've done a video on the law of change and the importance of it for your organization. I'll put the link to it in the show notes below. All right. What are 3 things that you can do to help yourself and your organization maintain a readiness and build resilience for those unexpected changes? The first one, self-awareness. Be aware of your own and often unconscious response to unexpected change. We all have an immediate and largely unconscious reaction when our usual pattern is disrupted. So becoming consciously aware of your response enables you to reassess and create new ways of responding that maintain a sense of stability, balance, and reduces the level of uncertainty. In our stress management for change course, one of the first things we ask participants to do is to track their responses to unexpected change, whether it's a small change, like somebody's in their parking space when they show up to work, or as one participant identified that her leader had left the organization when she showed up for work one morning. Whether it's those small changes or something large like that, then you can begin to identify the event, recognize the emotions that you felt, but also what we have them do is check in with the assumptions and judgments that may be influencing the interpretation of those emotions, the meaning that we've applied for those emotions, the impact on the behaviors and the response, and then to begin to look at new ways of handling a similar situation. And that begins to train and reinforce new ways of interacting with both expected and unexpected change. I know for me, it's been very helpful to reflect on what is my unconscious response and begin to retrain myself to respond in a manner that's more health enhancing and stabilizing. And for our clients, it's similar in their approach to both expected and unexpected changes. Self-awareness may not seem like an action, but it is, and it can make a big difference. In a study of 65 change stories from leaders, what differentiated the successful change leaders from the others was their level of self-awareness. The leaders who were self-aware considered the impact of their actions, communication, and practices when evaluating the response of others were more successful enabling change. So understanding your own unconscious reactions and responses, as well as biases and judgments and assumptions that you make, will go a long way in helping you interact with the responses of your team and others. Action number 2, make time for reflection. You and your team need time to reflect and process what's happening when something unexpected has occurred. Reflection is not the same as worry. Worrying is past or future focused and only gives the illusion of problem solving. I've talked about worry and how it increases stress and uncertainty in a previous video, and I'll also put that link in the show notes below. Reflection is also not passive, it's active. And it's grounded in the present, free of judgments and assumptions. So making time and space, even if it's just for a few seconds or a few minutes, in the case of something that's emergent, allows you to review the event, draw from your experience without rushing to judgments, explore scenarios, but remain grounded firmly in the present. Reflection is the way our brain re-energizes ourselves. It gives the space for us to move an event or a response from that unconscious survival mechanism into the executive function of our brain, allowing us to make better decisions. The third action, empathy and compassion. All of us experience unexpected change differently. Our response is based on our lived experience, our conscious and unconscious beliefs that we've created through those experiences. So for some, that unexpected change is just a minor blip. But for others, it's an anxiety-inducing catastrophe. And for others, their response will lie somewhere in between. So it's helpful to remember that every emotional response that we're having today is based on our beliefs and our previous experience. So empathy allows you to see the event from another person's perspective. And compassion, including self-compassion, enables helpful actions that support what's needed to navigate the uncertainty, any of the complexities and the fear around that unexpected event. Okay, there you have it. 3 actions to help you navigate unexpected change in your organization. Are they the only actions? No, but they will help. If you have another action that you found really helpful when your organization has been faced with unexpected change, write it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, click that like button. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.